Right, we are now live on YouTube. It's time to play the intro. Where is my music? Where is my music? Playlist, select. Where is my music? Why am I not signed in? This is unacceptable. Damn it all. Jesus! That was far too loud. A moment. YouTube is asking me questions. YouTube is asking me questions. Where is my playlist? Where are my tunes? You must be patient, TikTok. I am setting up my YouTube stream. Patience is one of the many P's of PEINTEINGU. Right. Soon we shall begin the PEINTEINGU. We must first play the intro music. For those of you watching on TikTok, you will not be able to see my magical monkey Myro play the piano. If you want to see the magical monkey play the piano, you must head over to YouTube. Right, I must announce to my Japanite clan that I am live on YouTube. PEINTEINGU. Right. Let's get this show on the road. Greetings, Daniel. How are you? Right. We begin. How's the sound? How's my voicer? Oh, stretchingu. Right. You should be working. Well, why aren't you working? I am aware. I am very aware. Remember, TikTok, if you want to see the magical monkey, you must head over to YouTube. PEINTEINGU goo 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 goo. PEINTEINGU goo 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 goo. PEINTEINGU goo goo. It's painting fucking goo. Let's PEINTEINGU. PEINTEINGU. It's PEINTEINGU. What will we do? Nobody knew what we do. PEINTEINGU. 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 PEINTEINGU goo 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 goo. Paint, sip, rant, goo goo. PEINTEINGU goo 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 goo. I cannot read rips, woman. PEINTEINGU. What? What's going on? Oh, okay. TikTok is too loud. TikTok-oo, too loud-oo. Where's TikTok-oo? Turning the sound down on TikTok-oo. Audio mixer. On the music or the microphone? Music. On the music. Ah, yes. Okay. Painting goo 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 goo. Paint, sip, rant, goo goo. Painting goo goo goo. It's painting fucking goo. Let's painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Goo goo goo. Goo 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 goo. Glorious. Right. If you want to see the magical monkey, you have to go to YouTuber. Those of you who are on TikTok are currently missing out on a magical monkey playing the piano. So, you're us! Painting goo, 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 goo. Painting goo, 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 goo. Right, if you have any honor, you will tip the monkey. Tip the monkey, so he doesn't go hungry. I don't know if the rinks are on TikTok, but we were... oh, glorious. Apple. Right, today we return to France. Right, we are now live on YouTube as well. Glorious. Today we return to France, where a group of Sarmen are investigating a nuke that has landed in a French farmland. This is, of course, very curious to them, despite already being bipedal. They have attained this probably through some kind of nuclear fission. Radiation, such things. For those of you joining us on TikTok for the first time, welcome to PEINTEINGU. My YouTube crowd, my glorious Japanite clan, knows full well what is currently happening. But, for those of you joining us on TikTok, I am Defenderu-sama, demigod of PEINTEINGU, and this is PEINTEINGU. I am joined by my feathery friend Tobias Beakus Kroos, and our resident cartographer, Boris the Bear, a Siberian hound that we picked up. Are bears hounds? Yes, they're just big ones. Right. Is YouTube working? Is YouTube working? I have no idea if YouTube is working. As the Japanite clan fires in, we shall investigate the matter later. Right, we are looking good on TikTok and we are looking good on YouTuber. Let me know how I sound. Do I sound like shit? Do I look like shit? Feel free to let me know in the comments. Glorious. Ah, Staburu-sama, welcome. Indeed, it appears you're the only Japanite with honor this fine day. We are live on YouTuber and TikToker. Right, we return to France, where these tribal salmon have found a nuclear weapon embedded in local farmland. So, for our newcomers on TikTok, we do things a certain way here on PEINTEINGU. Please excuse me whilst I descend into proper PEINTEINGU posture. Where's my thingy? Glorious. Now that I am in proper PEINTEINGU posture, I must place my royal rag upon my demi-divine knee in preparation for the goo. What is the goo, you say? The goo is the paint. That is what the goo is. Audio, video on point. Excellent. You called it test by mistake. Ah, well, there's a first time for everything. Excellent. We will get to grips with it. Do not worry. Do not worry. Right. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Today is Monday. Today is Monday. So, as we continue with these tribal salmon investigating the nuclear weapon, we should be praying some meter. Because today is Meter Monday. Right, where are my tunes? Where's my glorious tunes? A moment whilst I find my tunes. TikTok, let me know if it sounds like shit. Does it look good? Does it sound good? Let me know in the comments. Remember, you must like and subscribe, or you have no honor. Not liking and subscribing to you to PEINTEINGU means you have no honor. Your family will look upon you with great shame. Where is my tunes? Where are my tunes? Today is Meter Monday. So we are praying Meter. Ah, glorious, my caffeine. Domo, my beloved female. Domo. Excellent! Domo arigato, Daniel, for the information. Right, we now begin the matter. Oof, that was a bit intense. That was a tad intense. Let me know how the music sounds. It was very loud in my head. Very loud indeed. Right, let's get this PEINTEINGU on the road, shall we? Right. Here we go. Glorious. If you don't like Meter, then Mondays are not for you. Right, let's get some goo on the parrot. For every PEINTEINGU, we require white, black. White is first. Always first. White is always first. Then the black. Then we have the primary colors. Red, yellow, and blue. I have elected to experiment in many ways today. We arrive on TikTok for the first timer. And I am using different forms of goo for the PEINTEINGU. As I readjust microphone here. Ah, Emmanuel Godsunu. Welcome, my brother. How are you? Where's my agua? Painting. Goo 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 goo. You cannot hear me over the music on TikTok. Okay. I'm very loud, or the music is very loud? Okay. Painting. Goo, 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 goo. How's that? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Is it now suitable for PEINTEINGU? What? You think it's better? Glorious. Absolutely glorious. PEINTEINGU. Right. We have our goo on the parrot. I have my sip at the ready. I must test it. Ah, glorious. You could have put more sugar in the caffeine, but it is passable. Painting. Goo 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 goo. Right. These are my bitches. Let's get them wet. Let me see. Where's my skinny bitch? This is skinny bitch. Gross. Right. First things first. I'm going to detail the Nuke. For that, we will need some euro. I must agitate the goo so it flows freely. I must shock the goo. One part water, one part goo. That is apparently the perfect ratio. Painting. Goo 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 goo. Painting. I can hear your voice. Oh. Just, this is hilarious. Good, very good. Domo. My beautiful female counterpart, putting more sugar in my sip. Iron Man Beru, welcome. How are you, brother? We are live on TikTok and YouTuber today. If you are watching on TikTok, comment, like and subscribe. Let me know how it sounds and how it looks. The energies of the nuclear weapon have caused some of the Roker Sarman to mutate into a state of tribalism. Hence the spears. A beautiful euro. I will allow that to dry, and then I will go back in with the brack and construct the very famous nuclear radiation symbol, therefore making it blatantly obvious that that is a nuclear weapon. Right. Let me see. The Sarman are a pair brew. Now we will detail them. I must do the same with the brew that I did with the yarrow. It must be shockade. Just a gentle shockade. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo goo goo. I must use my royal rag to clean off the excess goo. There we go. Right, a bit of brew and a bit of white. And we will attain the proper shade of brew that we require. A beautiful pale brew for this sorbet. And then some shading with a slightly darker brew. Because quite often that's all shading is darker colors. Not just black. Yes, my beautiful counterpart, what do you require? Which? You're just wondering what to. I have no idea. I cannot hear you. Oh, okay. This music is perfectly suitable to a potential nuclear explosion in France. Hvor est Margiu? I have no idea where Margiu is, but I do believe she is safe. I do believe she is safe. I was speaking to her on Instagram over the weekend. She is currently, as far as I'm aware, alive and well. So do not fret. Do not fret. Perhaps she is probably back in court with her son. We're going it live. We are going it live. We're going it live on YouTube and TikTok. Last night, I watched The Northman. Very good movie. Very good movie. You were not taking the piss. That is an excellent movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. A fine film. Paintingu. Paintingu. Currently, so far, so good with the new setup. I have watered down goo in preparation for painting goo, and I have placed it upon the parrot. And so far, so good. So good. Paintingu. I want to redo the shadows on some of these. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I love Metal Mondays. I fucking love Metal Mondays. I told her so. Yes, very good movie. Very good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I am eternally grateful, Stabaru-sama, for you granting me access to the Prex. It has been an utter joy to relax in the evenings and simply watch some good movie. Painting, goo, 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 goo. 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 Right. Yes, the Sarmon are looking a bit better now. Glorious. Paintingu, paintingu, goo goo goo. I cannot mosh like I used to be able to, because I do not have my top knottu. But soon I will have my top knottu again. Painting goo goo goo, painting goo goo goo, goo 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 goo, painting goo goo goo, goo goo goo, painting goo goo goo, goo 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 goo. For those of you watching on TikToker, be sure to like and subscribe. Head over to my YouTuber. Like and subscribe to Paintingu, or your ancestors will look upon you with great shame. Looks like BB has had enough, going for pay only. About timer. About timer. I believe it is the right move. Enough casting pearls before swina. They do not deserve it. Paintingu. Paintingu. Willem Dafoe executes his role of insane shaman floristry. All he has to do is pray himself. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Willem Dafoe pray the shaman in The Northman. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Very funny. Female, I believe someone is at Doru. Is R aware? Oh. You should have told them there was incredible damage to interrupt. True, very true. Painting goo. Yeah. Me car. Paintingu. Slowly but surely, a beautiful paintingu shall develop before your very eye holes. Ah, glorious caffeine. Right, let's get some brack on that nuclear weapon. I must first shock the goo. Am I running low on brack? Not yet. Paging Goo Goo. Painting goo goo. Goo 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 goo. Goo goo goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. We put one there, one there, and one there. Grifu-sama, welcome. How are you, Grifu-sama? Painting goo 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 goo. Paint the goo and watch the goo dry. Ooh ooh. Painting goo 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 goo. Goo goo. Paint the goo and watch the goo dry. Ooh ooh. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Paint the goo to watch the goo dry. Ooh. Right, now it's definitely nuclear. Glorious. This Rango Star's homestead. Hilarious. I like Rango Star. Seems like very based Manu. A bit weird. But who isn't? I cannot really call anybody weird, can I? 'Tis farm in Frankish Grifu. Indeed, French farmland has been assaulted by an unknown force. A nuclear weapon has landed in a local farmstead in Franca. Which reminds me, the Eiffel Tower in the background needs to be reassessed. It is horrific looking. Painting. Let me see. That one is Dedu. Painting goo goo. Goo 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 goo. Excuse me, Micah. Painting goo 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 goo. I love this playlist. It is an excellent playlist. If you're enjoying the vibe, be sure to like and subscribe. Smash that like button like it has insulted your ancestors. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. I like the salmon. They are very funny. Painting goo goo. Goo goo goo. Goo goo goo. Goo goo goo. Painting goo. Right. We need a farmer. A French farmer. But first, I want to fix the Eiffel Tower. It is terrible looking. Let's make some grayu. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. I bought my son a BMXu on Friday. Ah, glorious! Stabro-sama. Glorious. He is already taking to it quite well. Ah, glorious. Nothing quite like watching your son ride his first biker. Excellent. Now for his younger brother. This Friday. Ah, excellent. You must be filled with fatherly love and pride. I miss having a bicycle. I had a very good bicycle. Painting-goo-goo. Painting-goo-goo. Goo-goo-goo. Goo-goo-goo-goo-goo. Goo-goo-goo-goo. Painting-goo-goo-goo-goo-goo-goo. Trying to make a particular shade of green. That will do. That will do. Goo goo. Goo goo. Goo goo. Painting goo goo. Painting goo goo. Goo goo goo. Goo 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 goo. A frightened French farmer frying a flag of surrender? Ah, glorious. An excellent idea, Desmondo-sama. I must make fresh color. Get some red. Get some whiter. Make some pinker. Painting goo, goo goo goo. Painting goo, goo goo goo. Goo goo goo, goo goo goo. Those of you who are watching on TikTok, feel free to suggest something to praise in the Paintingu. Don't be shy, TikToker. Paintingu, goo goo. I am quite proud of him. If he can do well with it, then we shall look for a used motorbike next to you. Ah, instant upgrader. Excellent. Let me see. He wouldn't be French if he wasn't wearing a beret. Oh, glorious. Sumimasen. Sumimasen. Still tastes like apple. Excellent. Glorious caffeine. Let us construct a flag for the Frenchman. The only suitable flag for a Frenchman. The white one. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Ah! It is almost time to announce today's phrase of the day. Mere moments from now, I will announce today's phrase of the day. With the help of my feathery friend, Tobias Speakers Crows. I take it you don't normally paint. How dare you? How dare you? What are you trying to say? Hmm? Yes, I can see. Yeah, both of them. I have an overlay. I take it you don't normally paint. How insulting! One of our TikTok watchers doesn't think I usually paint Japanites. How little he knows. What does it look like I normally do? Practice martial arts. Let me see. We'll give him a very French mustache. An exceedingly French mustache. Painting. Glorious. An exceedingly French mustache. Sounds like something an expert painter around can say. Please tell us of your skill, oh insightful one. Indeed, bless us with your boundless knowledge. I smell jealousy. The stench of jealousy. "33 rashes for dishonoring the goo." Indeed. Insulting the goo is heresy. How did he not know this? Insulting the goo only harms you. A brief examination of my TikTok account, and you would be able to see that I paint quite often. You insufferable, feeble, filthy mortar. I care not. I care not. I feel like putting some shadows on the Sarmon, but we'll do that later. These mortars shall soon learn. Indeed. Well, you say that, Desmond-sama, but if we know anything about filthy mortals, is that quite often they do not learn. At all. Paint. Goo. Goo. Kind of... perhaps simply a vest. I am contemplating what kind of attire to place upon the Frenchman, eh? Perhaps a set of dungarees. Are dungarees a French thing? Are the French into denim? I know not. If Sarmon grow with radiation, perhaps they grow so brightly they no longer produce them. Shadows? Indeed. Indeed, Stavros. Desmond-sama. Oh, hilarious. Just a Frenchman doing French things. Waving a two white flags. Not one, but two. Remember, TikToku, if you haven't already, smash that right button like it has insulted your ancestors. Or would they will look upon you with great shame? Painting. I love this playlist. It is beautiful. beautifully brutal. Glorious. Our Frenchman is looking glorious. Our stereotypically cowardly Frenchman is looking glorious. How are the crowds looking? The fluffy crowds could be a bit fluffier. Ah, Margio-sama! Welcome! How are you, Margio-sama? Are you aware? Margie, you have arrived just in time for us to announce today's phrase of the day. I will pause the tunes. Cease and desist the tunes temporarily. Right. Excuse me, Micah. With the help of my feathery friend Tobias Beakus Kroos, we will announce today's phrase of the day. I send cleansing vibrations through the interwebs to cleanse you filthy mortars of your rusty, dirty chi. As I announce today's phrase of the day. Today's phrase of the day. There is a critical name for the phenomenon where one cannot sleep, but eats instead. This is called insomnia. Oh, Desmondo-sama. I will repeat today's phrase of the day. There is a critical name for the phenomenon where one cannot sleep but eats instead. This is called insomnia. Oh, you are full of dad joku, are you not, Desmondo-sama? You filthy mortar. Oh, this concludes today's phrase of the day. Right, back to PEINTEINGU. Right, we have a cowardly Frenchman with two frags. We have a good, solid tree Ryan with the Eiffel Tower in the distance. We have irradiated tribal salmon surrounding the nuclear weapon. Let's strap a few more details and perhaps some birdies in the trees. Make these crowds a bit fluffier. A fine recitation of today's phrase. Oh, Desmondo-sama, you're making me laugh. That's a bit better. Painting goo. Goo goo goo. Painting goo. Goo goo goo. Right. We have our cowardly Frenchman. What else? I would like to stick a few birdies in those trees, especially the big one. Part of me wants to shade the fence a bit, but it's not needed. The Nuke could use a bit of touching up. Painting goo, 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 goo. Painting goo, 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 goo. Painting goo, 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 goo. Painting goo, 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 goo. Derpy birdies? Indeed, some derpy birdies. One of my favorite things to put in a paintingu is derpy birdies. Better. Paint goo 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 goo. Need some Algerians sneaking into the property. Very realistic. Very much realism. Have you ever seen an old-looking dolphin? No. Now that you mention it, I have never seen a wrinkly dolphin. Good point. Dolphins are mysterious. A derpy birdie does not chirp. They're only derp. Oh, Desmondo-sama, you should have kept that for tomorrow's phrase of the day. Heavy metal PEINTEINGU. Smash that right button. I know you've never witnessed paint dry like this before. Do it now. Methinks I would like to place big fat chicken somewhere. Like right here, perhaps. Maybe not. We shall begin to place derpy birdies around the PEINTEINGU. I'm thinking some pigeons. Pigeons are very French. PEINTEINGU. Excuse me, Micah. Put one big one somewhere. Perhaps peeking out from behind the barn. So a very French pigeon is required. Shall we accessorize it with beret and cigarette in beak? We shall. We shall indeed. I will allow that big one to dry you. And we shall place a few more derpy pigeons around the farmland. Painting, goo, 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 goo. I love painting derpy birdies. It's one of my favorite things to do. Painting, goo, 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 goo. Painting, goo, 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 goo. Painting, goo, 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 goo. Excuse me, Micah. Hey, goo, hey, goo. Let me see. There's nothing quite like painting derpy pigeons to heavy metal. Smash that right button like it has insulted your ancestors. Or you have no honor. Paintingu. That's a big pigeon. That's a really big pigeon. My accuracy is unparalleled. To paint the tiniest of beaks on the tiniest of pigeons. Truly, I am a demigod of Paintingu. And you filthy mortals should like and subscribe to Paintingu. And if you had any honor, you would pay for Paintingu. Click the link in the description. If you're on YouTube. I have no idea if my links are on TikTok yet. They are probably not. Pigeon Zero! Terrifying. Truly terrifying. There is nothing quite as horrifying and intimidating as a giant pigeon. I will need something a tad more accurate. Like needlepoint. None of my bitches are that sharp. Not anymore. The pigeon in the back. His eyes shall remain black. Glorious. Right, time for the pigeon with the beret and the cigarette. This one is particularly fat. My derpy birdies are not only very derpy, they are usually quite rotund. Just adds to the derp. I feel like there needs to be a pigeon over here. Got a pigeon there. Big pigeon behind there. Pigeon here, pigeon there. It feels unbalanced. We need a fifth pigeon. Cuckoo, kachoo, he gonna get you. Excuse me, Micah. That one has a very short head and is particularly rotund. I would love a fat pigeon in real life. Oh, we have other pigeons in the tree. I completely forgot. How dare I? I have forsaken the tree pigeons. Painting goo 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 goo. How could I forsake the tree pigeons? How dare I? I have been hearing a lot of people using the term derpy of late. It is catching on. It's one of my favorite words. Unleash the derp within. Respect the derp. Rov the derp. Riv the derp. Sumimasen. Derp is rough, derp is rife. Riv, raff, ruv, derp. The matter is now heavier. Glorious. Paintingu, paintingu. Paintingu. Why has nobody done a metal band consisting of pigeons? Using AIU. If we paint, do we not derp? Glorious. PEINTEINGU. PEINTEINGU. Excellent. I must add eye bars to the pigeons in the trees. The tree pigeons require eyes. If the music is not to your liking, remember, PEINTEINGU is on Monday to Friday at 3 p.m. GMT. Every day we play different music. If Monday is not your vibe, perhaps Friday is, or Thursday, or Wednesday, or Tuesday. You must tune into PEINTEINGU every day to make damn sure that PEINTEINGU is not for you. Tuesdays on PEINTEINGU is Techno Tuesdays. Wednesdays is a Wub Wub Wednesdays. Very similar to Techno Tuesdays, but more like synthy shit. Thursdays we have Tribal Thursdays. Excuse me, Micah. And Friday is a Funky Fridays. Oh, those drums are beautiful. Right. I do believe we have accomplished our mission in France. What came out of the Magic Hatu? Pen, Sarmon, and Nuke. We have all three of them, and we are in France. Our mission in France has been accomplished. It is time to sign this bitch. Right, the bitch has been signed. My beloved Japonaita, our time in France has come to an end. Ask your doctor if PEINTEINGU is right for you. Side effects may include side effects may include speaking with stereotypical Japanese accent, increased interest in paint drying, and wearing a kimono. Desmondo-sama, you speak the unfettered truth. You glorious bastard, you. Right, to all watching on TikTok and my beloved Japonaita on YouTube, this concludes today's episode of PEINTEINGU. I hope you have enjoyed Ingu. I know I did. I can guarantee you have never listened nor have you ever watched paint dry like this before. Glorious. Our adventure in France has concluded. Tomorrow we shall embark on a new adventure. We shall be consulting their magic Mapu and my magic Hatu, which is over there somewhere. And we shall be traveling to a new location. I know not where we go, and I know not what we go. That is for us to discern tomorrow. So, if you enjoyed today's PEINTEINGU, tune in tomorrow, 3 p.m. GMT on TikTok and YouTube, where we engage in a new PEINTEINGU. In the meantime, my beloved Japonaita, and all you other filthy motors, be sure to like and subscribe. Thrash that like button like it has insulted your ancestors. Take a look at my merch. There are many links on my TikTok and on my YouTube. I am also on Instagram. Check me out there. I will be here tomorrow. I shall see you soon. In the meantime, be good, be true, and be beautiful. Sayonara, my beloved Japonaita, and goodbye to all you other filthy motor scum.